Yeah. How'd you like my little intro there? I like using the SHAREfactory intro. Mortal Sin here, another episode of Tomb Raider. The first one on PlayStation 4. I'm playing the Definitive Edition on PlayStation Pro.
What's going on here? Wait.
This is the first time I've done a pre-recorded voiceover. I'm gonna make it out like I'm just doing another live stream. So I'm just gonna record over as I'm watching through here. It's interesting. The SHAREfactory app lets you watch over your gameplay and keep your commentary going at the same time, which is good. This means I don't have to keep making videos that are just the gameplay playthrough, because everybody's seen this game by now. This game's been out since PlayStation 3 was still hot, so I'm gonna be doing another recording after this. Well, I won't for the next game. It's gonna be Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm gonna go right into that one as soon as I'm done with this game. I'm gonna do another live stream of that, even though I have a playlist of it already from my last live streams.
Just remember Roth's training.
But I'm gonna do another one in the spirit of getting ready for the new one that's coming out in September.
Focus. The key to using any weapon is focus.
I have high hopes for that game. I hope it's pretty good.
So hungry. I need to find something to eat.
So I did my first intro. The first part of this had no commentary because I wasn't sure how it was gonna work. Me just sitting on the couch talking to myself here. But I'll keep the commentary going in here just to lighten up everything here. I know these videos can get kind of boring if there's nobody talking. No real point watching unless you haven't played the game and you just want to see it get played through. But there's some pretty long, tedious moments in this playthrough I did. I could just as easily have just edited them out, but I checked the playtime, and altogether it's going to be like almost an hour-long video. This one part is about an hour long, and I didn't really get too far. I think, well, I got kind of far, but it was more like the midway point of the first half. It was like I got a couple enemies that I ran into. You know, some stuff went down. I'm not going to say anything yet. If you haven't seen the game and you're watching this through for the first time, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, even though it's been out for God knows how long. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep the recording going, so it's more like you're just watching a live stream. You're going to get all my reactions of everything. I'll give you a little insight on what was going on while I was playing. Like I said, it's my first time doing this pre-recorded, so you know, don't make fun of me. Yes, the first time she had to kill an animal. Oh, she's gonna be killing a lot more than that. That's for damn sure.
Right, back to camp.
I feel like this game still has pretty interesting and impressive visuals, even though it's such an old game now. They did a good job getting this Definitive Edition to run through the PlayStation. If you're playing on Pro, there's not much of a difference unless you have a 4K TV, which you know, it kind of makes it easier for you to realize or notice the visual imperfections of the game, but they're not. It's not bad enough to the point where it's infuriating. You know, it's an old game, you have to understand. And sometimes, you know, the PlayStation 3 games, certain areas will look better than like certain textures and certain designs look a lot better than others. There are areas where you'll see like completely just like looks like potato mode. But I don't have a problem with it. You know, this is such a good game. The gameplay is great. Story is great. I feel like that a lot of the mocap in this game is missing. Like, it seems like they pre-rendered a lot of the animation. Just the way people move, except for cutscenes. You know, a lot of this stuff is just pre-rendered movement based on stuff they might have programmed. I don't know if people still do that anymore. I don't know if they still program motion into games anymore, or is it all just mocap now? There's no real way to tell unless you can see things happening that are like fluent motion. Anyway, this is where I get my first skill. I always go with the animal instinct first because I don't know why I picked animal. I kind of made a mistake here when I picked animal instinct because really, what's the sense in hunting animals other than the XP? You know, like I feel like this would have been a good time for them to implement like a system where if she needs to get food, or she'll start to get like hungry, and some of her skills won't work as well. But then again, that would be too grounding. Maybe they should put that like for a difficulty mode. Like if you want to play on a harder difficulty.
Easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach. Then it went black and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man rock and a dead body.
Crazy man. But yeah, like I was saying, if you play on like a harder difficulty,
Are you safe?
I think maybe you should make it like a don't starve implement where you need to get food every once in a while or she'll start getting weaker.
I sent an SOS from the
That would be pretty cool.
before I abandoned her. Hopefully someone caught it. I've spoken to the others. We're regrouping at my location.
Please come and get me.
I have to stay here. You can do this, Lara. Remember when we climbed Snowden? You said the key was knowing that all you've got to do is just keep moving. Remember everything I've taught you, Lara. You're ready for this. And keep your radio on.
Knowing that I can pre-record commentary in these videos now, it opens up a lot of doors for me. I don't always have to live stream now. And I can always edit shit out if I don't want it in there.
Music. Hello?
I can't remember. I don't think I ever played this on
Is someone there?
the last generation consoles. I think the reason I got this game to begin with was because it was the first time I played it because I had waited until the PlayStation came out and then they put it on this. This game wasn't out, or it hadn't come out before I sold my previous console.
Damn it.
So it was a pretty cool experience getting to play it for the first time, but on a different console.
What are these markings?
This is probably the only other decent reboot I've played other than Doom. Most games that get rebooted don't do very well. Tomb Raider is the only one. They had to do good with Tomb Raider. This is like PlayStation's go-to character here. And I don't know why the other one was exclusive to the Xbox, because Tomb Raider was originally a PlayStation game, wasn't it? Would have made more sense to make it PlayStation exclusive.
Represents a hateful woman in the guise of a demon. There are traces of white paint on the inside. Whoever used this mask was of noble birth.
Noble birth, huh? I love how it just burns everything, that torch. The way stuff burns in this game is almost laughable. She just puts a torch to it and everything just turns into a fiery inferno. Yep, this is one of many dark, wet caves I'll be crawling through in this game. This is the first time we meet up with Sam since the crash.
We have a fire. Look for the smoke.
We're on our way.
Creepy old dude with a crutch. Laura doesn't trust him, obviously. Where did he come
You
from?
made it. Sam,
Thank goodness.
surprise.
Sam also reminds me of Sam from
Sorry if
Life
I
is
startled
Strange. Even though I've only played about an hour and a half of that game, the
you.
lore,
Just spoke to your crew.
most of the fandom
They're on their
online
way.
has gotten me accustomed to that game as well.
Oh, it was the least I
Which is another game I need to start playing because
Manners.
I have
I'm
both
sorry,
episodes
I'm
now,
retired.
or all the episodes, both games.
Teacher by trade.
Yeah, so as you can see, she clearly doesn't trust this guy.
Not really cut out
Obviously,
for
I
island
wouldn't
life,
either.
I'm afraid.
Sweetie, you look exhausted.
Look
Sit
at
down.
him. Look at that fake
Yeah.
one. That dude's not.
Sam here
He's
was
not
just
hurt.
telling me about the sun.
Right, Himiko.
Can you tell me more? I'm intrigued.
Well, believe it or not, a couple thousand years ago, Queen Himiko pretty much ran things in Japan.
She loves telling this story.
Himiko was beautiful, enigmatic, but also ruthless and powerful. Legend says she had shamanistic powers.
And this is where she loses me.
Well, there's always some truth to myths.
She commanded an army of samurai warriors, her magnificent storm guard. They rode the very winds into battle, laying waste to all who opposed them. They say the sun rose at Himiko's command, and she ruled everything its rays touched, from the mountains to the sea and beyond.
But what happened to her?
Sam?
First time she tries to get some sleep, and this shit happens.
Sam!
Close your eyes for a second.
Sam!
Yep, they're gone now, aren't they?
Shit!
Once I reach the 15-minute mark of this clip, this is where I start to break off, because when I do re-recording, it's, yeah, first couple of steps she walks, she's caught in a bear trap. She has, like, the worst luck for the first half of this game. I don't want to say the first half, pretty much the entire... Just being on that island was probably the worst luck she could have ever experienced. Now, for most of you who don't know, DualShock analog controls are a lot different on PlayStation 3 than they are on PlayStation 4. So it's a little harder to aim. I had to actually tweak the sensitivity a little bit to get it to... Yeah, see, it's a good thing it slows those rolls down, because I wouldn't have been able to hit them if they were on full speed. I'm not playing this on the hardest difficulty, simply because I don't want to spend an hour having to edit it out every time I die. But when I get a chance and this is all over, if you guys want, anytime I die, I usually keep it in the clip, I'll edit it out, and I'll just do a, I don't want to say a blooper reel because it's kind of messed up, I'll do a death reel. I'll make an extra video and just put a compilation of every death that I caught on the game every time I died. Just to be, just for the heck of it, just for video editing purposes, because I like video editing.
Let go.
It's interesting when everything is done so easily. The SHAREfactory app makes video editing for YouTube like 1,000 times easier. A lot of people think it's awkward to have the SHAREfactory apps, animations in there on a video.
She was here with that man,
But,
Matthias.
I don't really
Passed
care.
out. When I woke up, they were both gone.
You got
I realize it takes more talent to make
We
your
need to
own
find them.
intros and everything.
Wait. What about Raw?
But
Okay.
time is
Let's
not a
split up.
virtue for me.
One of us go with Laura and meet
I
up
don't
with
have a
Raw.
lot of
The
time,
rest
so
of
I
us
gotta
can fan out
be
and
able
look
to
for
mash
Sam.
everything into one video
No.
for several moments.
You know how to use one of these?
It's been a while.
So this is only the
Don't put it
first
back to me.
the first quarter of gameplay that I've done. First video is about 15 minutes 50 seconds. Then I stopped the recording that I was doing
You gonna be okay?
and then started up again, just in case I
Just to
didn't.
rest for a few minutes.
Because the thing about PlayStation Record is that you can only record a certain amount of time per clip. I don't know what time. I think they increased it to about 60 minutes. But just to be safe, I stopped recording. So I want to go ahead. And now we're gonna do the transfer over to the next clip.
I'll check up ahead.
Okay.
I mean, I don't need to tell you guys this. I'm not going to tell you in the next clip either, but just so you know, this is what I have to do to get these clips together.
Bad.
Yeah, so you see that little skip there? That was me transferring the next clip over. So there's really, I mean, there's a way to do it seamlessly. I could have added a fade, but the way I had her standing, it kind of just like melded together perfectly. And that's really all it is. You take one clip, you add another clip, you just mash them together. It's like SHAREfactory is like one of the easiest video editing apps that you could use. The only issue about it is though, is if like, I know I have music in the beginning. I like to add music sometimes, not all the time, but you know, YouTube will probably copyright me for that. I don't know. Depends on how old it is, or if the band has very strict like copyright rights. I mean, I can't get, you know, I got to give credit where it's due. The music I use in the app, if you don't know already, it's they're an Australian band called the Amity Affliction, one of my favorite bands, and I use their song "The Way Down," which is one of my favorite songs by them. And I just added that in the beginning, that quick little clip that I added in there.
I don't like the sound of that.
So we're gonna find this. We're gonna find this shady doctor here, standing in front of the gate, who doesn't warn her about the wolves. But I mean, come on, Laura, you should have known there were wolves. You just got attacked by like how many of them? The dodging mechanic in here is kind of like, it's easy to pick up, hard to master. I know there's a trophy I don't have yet for a certain amount of counter kills, which is another thing I want to bring up. This game, the most difficult thing about this game, if you're like a trophy hunter, sometimes like I know I kind of like to, certain games if I like them a lot, I'll play them until I get a platinum. But this game I can't get a platinum for because, for one, the multiplayer community in this game is dead. There's nobody playing this game online. And the biggest mistake they ever made was adding multiplayer trophies. Please, guys, stop putting multiplayer trophies in games unless you know that game is going to be successful for several years.
Fascinating.
I didn't get this game when it was still hot, when the multiplayer was still out there, people were still playing it, so
Female image is particularly interesting.
I didn't get a chance to get all those trophies.
Looks like it was made quite recently.
By those islanders, no doubt. Judging by the wrecks out there, they were once like us. Survivors. Remarkable.
Yes, well, let's hope we don't become murderers, too.
See if you can work the other one.
The handle's missing.
The funny thing about that statement is technically Laura does become a murderer. I mean, she must have killed countless people between both games together.
I'll have to find something sturdier to turn it with.
I mean, obviously it's self-defense, but whatever. Yeah, so those are the little totem things that you find. I don't know if I ever found them all. I think the only thing I didn't do was get all the challenges, which I guess I'll find later in the game when I'm playing, because I haven't found anything that is, you know, has resembled something like a challenge. I don't know if it tells you it's a challenge or not. I forgot. I forgot like 90% of this game. It's been a really long time since I played a Tomb Raider game. Or since I played these Tomb Raider games, anyway. Rise of the Tomb Raider came out. The Anniversary Edition, I think, came out last year. I can't remember how long it's been.
Darling, think. Think before filing those papers. I've sunk the last of my fortune into this expedition, but it's all going to come back tenfold. If you divorce me now, you won't see a penny of it.
Yeah.
This'll work. Just need a bit more.
So we're just trying to find as much salvage as we possibly can here. They get attacked by these stupid wolves again. They're so hard to hit. Like, you don't know how hard. I mean, I'm probably not as good as most players at this. And also, this, like I said, it's my first time back playing this game. They're pretty tricky to hit. I mean, on the edge of my seat sometimes this game. They're more annoying than they are a threat. Unless, of course, they pin you. That's what you really want to look out for. If you get pinned, it's over. If you miss that quick time, Laura's neck's getting torn out. So here's another fun thing I discovered about SHAREfactory. You're going to have to make one consistent voice recording. You can't have several clips, so you'll run out of space. That's a bit of a bummer. So I'll have to leave my mic running as I'm doing this. Yeah, those guys are really annoying. Good thing they're easy to kill, though. Would have been nice if I had a shotgun.
Another shrine. Who are they worshipping?
Worshipping the devil. Kind of interesting. This is the first time I've ever actually watched, like, I've sat and watched my gameplay back while talking over it. It's pretty interesting to talk knowing that I know what's gonna come up next in the clip. It makes it easier for me to explain things or talk to people about something. I'm not really a good pre-recording kind of guy, you know, unless I'm not talking in the video.
Right, that should do it.
I'm usually used to talking to people live in the stream. You know, I don't have the kind of... My YouTube channel doesn't have that kind of cred yet. That kind of credibility or reputation to have pre-recorded videos. Most of the time I'll just get views or likes.
Right, that should do it.
Alright, so this is the first equipment upgrade, is the pickaxe. One of many improvised weapons that Laura gets in this game. Man, the improvised weapons are awesome looking too. And I don't know how they do some of this stuff here. I don't know how I would. If I was in that situation, I'd have to be really smart and resourceful to understand how to even make anything close to a weapon in the wilderness. I would be totally fucked if I was lost on an island like this. Alright, so, after I get this diary here, you're going to see one of the first tombs in this game. The interesting... Well, I think the funny thing about it was...
I'll keep up a happy face. That's something
I think I remember on an episode of Conan, Clueless Gamer, I think it was? Yeah, Clueless Gamer. They actually played this. And he placed a very valid point. There's not much tomb raiding, actual tomb raiding in this. It's called Tomb Raider. And there's only like 2 or 3 tombs you can actually raid in this game, which I think is funny. You know, it was a funny episode. You know, why is she called a Tomb Raider if there's not many tombs being raided at all? Which I think they upped it. I think they upped the amount of tombs that you get to raid in the next one. I think they kind of like fixed that. I think this game was mostly just based on Lara's story, not about her like becoming the Tomb Raider is pretty much what this game is. Or I'm pretty sure into the second game she's still kind of becoming that Lara Croft we all know, which is funny. It's just funny that there's really only about 2 or 3 tombs in this game.
This might work as a ramp. There's got to be a way to raise it up higher.
I was just trying to, like I said, it's been a while since I played this game, so I don't really remember this tomb 100%. So it takes me a little while before I figure out how to get every peg that's underneath the plane burnt. I get stuck for a few seconds here, or not here, but like in a few minutes you'll see me get stuck because I don't really remember most of this game. I only really remember Rise of the Tomb Raider because it was the only one I had to play that I had to wait all year for because I'm on PlayStation and not Xbox. Which is funny, like I said before. I think it's interesting that Tomb Raider originally, I don't remember, I think it originally started on the PlayStation, so I'm not sure why it became an Xbox exclusive to begin with. But they lost that exclusivity pretty quick, huh? Because the new one's not exclusive to either console. Now it's just on both of them. Which I hope doesn't affect the visuals of the game any more than... You know, because the visuals in the other one are amazing. Rise of the Tomb Raider's got some really good visuals. They're still pretty good, even with all the games that have come out already.
One more should do it.
Yeah, I got stuck for a little while here. Trying to figure out how to get the fire around the other side because I couldn't find the torch that was like right above me when I was standing over there. So I'll have to go all the way around here, climb up again just to figure out that I missed it a couple times when I was running around there. See, I'm right underneath what I need to be underneath. I just didn't notice it because I didn't look up. A lot of the times that's what makes puzzles so hard, is you don't look up enough, or you don't observe enough of what you're doing. Like right here, I had to go all the way up there in order to see that torch. So that was the big mistake I made here. It made it take a lot longer than it could have. Not too long, but it would have been done a lot faster if I just looked up.
Now what?
Now what? Now we're just gonna climb up a rickety old plane. Nothing too unsafe about that. I think there's 3 times she ends up inside of a flying vehicle that's not flying in this game. I can't remember. I think there was a helicopter and there was another plane. Yeah, I go in,
That cloth looks flammable.
yeah, the cloth looks flammable. Okay. But now I think this is where I threw the lantern at it, and it missed the first time. I think it missed, but I hit it, but it didn't work. Try to arch it over the tree here. I'm not even sure if that was the way you were supposed to do it, but I was like, what the fuck? Because it didn't work. It was supposed to burn it the first time, but I think I missed it. These things, these little tombs you do, I think, give you like weapon mods and salvage. Probably would have been easier for Hollywood to just use the girl who did the voice acting for this, because I think they based the character model off of the person playing her, so she's probably not a movie actor. That's probably why, you know. But it would have been interesting to just see her actually play Laura in the movie, as I heard the movie for this that was based off of this wasn't that good. I haven't seen it yet personally, but I was interested in seeing it because of that. It's the next clip transition coming up right here. So altogether, this video is going to be about 47 minutes long. It's the longest pre-recorded clip I've ever done. I'm sure there's going to be longer ones in these episodes that I'm doing. But, you know, that's the longest I've ever sat talking to myself, that's for damn sure. And we get back to that creepy old scientist or philosopher, whatever the hell he is, or physicist. I don't know what he is. I don't know what this guy is. All I know is he's shady. I find it funny that I have 8 years of video content on my YouTube page, but I've never done a pre-recorded video with a voiceover commentary. This is another first for me. All the years I've been making game videos, I've never done a voiced-over commentary pre-recorded video before. Voiced-over commentary pre-recorded video. That sounded as a mouthful. Wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man. And these stupid wolves come back again. Get my torch again. This one almost got me. This is why. This is the only thing that makes them dangerous. If they pin you to the ground and you don't get that quick time attack, it's over. And lost the other one for a little while. Might as well get this salvage while he's not looking. Oh, here you go. Altogether, I got about 280 salvage before I left this island. Or this part of the island, anyway. Let's meet up with this this douchebag here.
All right, Laura. Shall we give it a go then?
Let's do this, Doctor.
Whenever you're ready.
That female figure on the gate. Given the age of the symbols, it could be the Sun Queen.
Himiko. Are you sure you're not channeling Sam, Dr. Whitman?
Well, there's no doubt. Himiko had power. Some say shamanistic, elemental.
A woman wields that much power, and sooner or later it gets called witchcraft.
We shouldn't discount anything, even what may seem to us irrational. We still have much to learn about the world.
You sound like my father.
It could be one hell of a story, Laura.
Not if we don't live to tell it.
Incredible. Oh, it is Himiko.
But look, the bowl, the candles. Why is she still being worshipped?
This island, it must have once been part of Yamatai. You were right, Laura.
The Lost Kingdom.
It's like finding Atlantis.
But this is real, Dr. Whitman. We're not standing on a myth.
We're standing on a gold mine.
Come, quickly. Your friends are hurt.
Yes, probably by them.
Your friends are hurt. Yeah, because we shot them.
You still have a gun.
This guy's a fucking idiot. This makes me so mad.
I don't want any trouble.
We don't want any trouble. I'd have just shot the bow right there.
Take us to whoever's in charge.
What are you doing?
Be quiet.
No!
Dumbass, that's what he's doing. I remember now. Isn't that guy like a traitor or something? Forgot.
Just go along with them, Laura. Do whatever they say.
I can't even tell what this guy's speaking. He's speaking some kind of Russian.
Who are you people? What do you want with us?
Laura!
If they give you any trouble, kill them.
Don't hurt them,
I
please.
said, silence, girl. А ты ведь хорошенькая, да? Напоминаешь мою сестру.
I don't speak that shit.
Round them up! Round them up! Don't you fucking move! Kill them all!
Don't make a sound.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Anything?
I can't find the guy. Keep looking. There! Another one!
God.
They're not very good soldiers if I just snuck past them like that, huh? Surprised they didn't hear me, they didn't see me.
What do you see?
Keep moving up the mountain.
Любишь играться в прятки, мальчик?
Just hide in this crevice real quick. Even though this guy knows I'm here.
Думаешь, удастся спастись? No one escapes. Out! Вылезай! Но трать моего времени!
This game doesn't really mix up the quick time events either. It's really always just triangle. If that had been any other button, I probably wouldn't have hit it. Oh, I was very close to shooting him in the dick. Yep, yep, got him. Oh damn, blew his brains out.
Oh God!
Yeah. It's like Smith from American Dad. She's got that first skill boner. Now the game starts getting interesting here. Get my arsenal, I got my first pistol. Start kicking some ass now. She's holding the pistol, but it's got no ammo in it. What are you really going to do with that? Like, unless she found the ammo that was next to her, what was she really intending to do with that pistol? Throw it at them?
I don't know. Outsider, we know you're here. There's nowhere to run.
There's nowhere to run, but I'm going to pop you in the head anyway. Bow! Bow! There you go, direct hit. Headshot. This is where the game starts becoming addicting, because it's like really, really fun.
Find anything? Not yet. Burn her out. You're gonna die in there.
Brothers conveniently placed kickable wood like right behind her. She has like evenly based bad luck and good luck, you know, like she'll be in a bad situation but she'll be lucky because there's like something right behind her to help her get out of it.
Hey, you find any more down there?
Get that silent kill with the bow. The bow is probably my favorite weapon of choice in this entire game. Although that shotgun ain't too bad either. The shotgun's like an actual, like really, I think it's like a freaking cannon when you fire that thing in this game. It's so loud. But apparently you could put a suppressor on it in this.
Wall in. Always the same shit. So what came in? Another tanker? Nah. Looked like some kind of research ship. Should be some good stuff then. We'll find out soon. What the hell? Help! What's going on down there? Everything okay?
Yeah, it's just fine, buddy. Just fine.
Lara, are you there?
Yes.
I can see smoke coming from the old ruins. Are you okay?
Oh God, Roth, I'm in trouble. They're killing people.
What? Who?
Men. I don't know why. I had to kill some of them. I had no choice.
That can't have been easy.
Look at way she climbs the ladder. It's
scary
It's
just how
fine.
easy it was. You've got to warn the others, Roth.
Don't worry about them right now. You just do whatever it takes to get to me, Lara.
I'll try.
even more salvage here. probably gonna hear some stuff in the background from my mom's TV.
Who left these back?
Yes, unfortunately I don't have a private studio or a private room I'm in like most YouTubers. They have their own like bedroom with all their hookups in it. Mine's out in the living room.
The thing about nightmares is
So yeah, this is where I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video. So, you know, let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm not really used to doing pre-recorded videos with voice commentary, but if you like this, I mean, I don't mind doing it more. I mean, live streaming is cool and all, but it gets a little exhausting after a while. So if this is alright, then let me know if you guys like it, and I'll start doing this from now. Thanks for watching. You know, remember to like and subscribe, and hit that bell so you get a notification every time I go live or update, post a video, whatever. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.